Hi guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to a random lifestyle vlog. If you're new here, my name is Paulina. This channel is all about beauty and that includes skincare, makeup and fragrances. So today we're going to be talking about like a fragranced beauty kind of category, and this is the Sol de Janeiro. I have the mist and the body butter in the new Delicia Drench fragrance. Sol de Janeiro is particularly famous for their Bum Bum cream that's been on the market for like several years now, and this original cream offered not only great formula that actually feels super nice on your skin, but also the scent. So the fragrance was so popular that they released this fragrance mist as well in a similar fragrance, and since then they've been regularly releasing new fragrance mists. To be honest, I'm generally not a massive fan of like body mists. Most of the mists in general don't really offer like any lasting power. They might smell lovely, but the fragrance literally disappears within like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. But Sol de Janeiro mists are one of the good ones on the market. They definitely last quite a bit. I mean, it's not like the lasting power of a eau de parfum, nothing like that, but it's definitely more than you would expect for from a fragranced mist. They do have some sillage to them as well, so like people actually might notice the fragrance on you. Again, nothing comparable to like your regular eau de parfum, but I think they're still exceeding expectations here. And on top of that, the fragrances themselves, like those fragrances are becoming more and more complex, more and more perfumey, so I'm always super excited whenever they release something new, especially the fragrances that actually add to their like main collection, and not necessarily the seasonal ones. I mean, they're good too, but I find the kind of like main collection of fragrances, the ones with like numbers, they tend to be like the whole level above the other fragrances they release. So recently they have released a number 59, which is the Delicia Drench, and as you can see, I have a body mist and a body cream. There have been some weird stories about this body cream, by the way, that it attracts spiders or something like that. I mean, I don't believe that for a second. That just sounds completely made up. And I also hope it's not true, because I'm not a massive fan of spiders, you know? Anyway, I haven't really noticed anything like that yet. The formula is brilliant, like pretty much with all those butters. I think they just absorb super quickly, and they just feel so nice on my skin. So talking about the formula of the body butter, it's always like brilliant. It's not too heavy, it's not too oily, and it just smells gorgeous. So let's talk about the fragrance now. So it says here, share the warmth of a sunset with uplifting notes of vanilla orchid, sugared violet and shea sandalwood. I mean, I think this description is actually pretty accurate, although I would not describe this fragrance as uplifting. Like, no, I don't. There's nothing uplifting about that in my opinion, or at least to my nose. I would describe this fragrance as both sensual and comforting. So that will be my description, not necessarily uplifting. So let's talk about the notes. Top notes, we have only vanilla orchid, then middle notes, it's sugar and violet, and then base notes, it's just sandalwood. So it's pretty much what it says in our description. There's nothing really unexpected here. And this fragrance is described as sweet and powdery, and that's exactly what it is. It is very sweet and it is powdery, but this powderiness is not giving me this kind of like old school makeup vibe. It's nothing like that. It's just more like a cozy kind of powderiness, but again, not something I would wear like in winter, not that type of coziness. It's more like this comforting, pleasant scent to me. So the powderiness here can come from both violet and the sandalwood note. Violet based fragrances tend to be a bit powdery here and there, but it's not this kind of like extreme powderiness that you would get from iris, for example. Iris tend to give you this proper kind of like old makeup vibe, whereas violet, whenever it's powdery, with the powderiness is not really too much in your face. But here the powderiness is definitely enhanced by the sandalwood note. I really like the sweetness of this fragrance too. It's just such a pleasant fragrance. To be honest, I was trying to think whether this fragrance actually reminds me of any like other fragrance I own or I've ever tried, and I couldn't really think of anything that would be particularly similar. I checked with like Fragrantica, and people here like offer their own like ideas of what it reminds them of. And here some people suggest some like Britney Spears fantasy fragrances, which I don't really see any resemblance, or at least my nose doesn't really catch anything like that. There are a couple of fragrances I have never heard of, so I can't really tell you whether this is similar or not. Like there's this Body Fantasies fragrance. I'm not really sure. The only fragrance that comes to my mind that I find slightly similar to this one is Ariana Grande Moonlight. So I don't think the Ariana Grande fragrance has a violet note there, but it definitely has some sandalwood, and I guess the powderiness of that fragrance comes from that sandalwood note. It also contains like lots of those sweet notes, and I guess this is where similarities end. Ariana Grande fragrance has this like plum note, and we have like a violet here. And what I find quite interesting, I think the Ariana Grande fragrance has like a similar lasting power to this one actually, which is not really something you expect from like other perfume, but I think that particular fragrance just doesn't really have much lasting power. That's probably like the closest resemblance I can find, but I definitely prefer this fragrance. I prefer this like fragrance composition. This is just so nice. I mean, if you love body mist, if you don't really mind a little bit of like powderiness, then I would definitely recommend this fragrance. Okay, so this is everything from me today. Have you tried any of these products yet? If so, let me know what you think about this fragrance. Let me know if this fragrance actually reminds you of like another perfume. I would love to know that. Also, if you tried this body balm, let me know about the spider situation in your case. Obviously, I'm joking. I don't think this is even a thing, but I actually find the situation pretty funny. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about these products if you tried them. Thank you very much for watching. For more fragrance related content, check those videos over here. I'm going to see you very soon. Take care. Bye.